Today, I learned a new word.
Let's go.
Incongruous. Incongruous. Not in harmony or keeping with the surroundings or other aspects of something or somewhere. There are plenty of things around the world that are out of place. There's a ski slope in Dubai. Just look at the proximity of Cairo to the pyramids. A more familiar example would be that you can get McDonald's in China or India or even Iraq.
I can't believe that's it. The thing almost looks like it belongs in Las Vegas.
But all of these are man-made. What would be something that is natural and yet still out of place? It was put there by nature but just feels wrong. So Google Maps is telling me it's going to take almost 4 hours to get there, and that's 160 kilometers largely on mountain roads. Now you see, Vietnam can be characterized by a few different things. In the cities, there's an abundance of motorcycles. When you want to eat, you get noodle soup. If you go to the coast, you're going to see a fishing village. And if you speak to anyone from the West about the country, they're probably going to reference the war. And then when you look at the nature in Vietnam, from the mountains in the north to the Mekong Delta in the south to the entire coastline, it's coated with trees. The whole country is completely green. So when I read about something that was completely opposite to that, so out of place it seems impossible, I was prepared to literally cross mountains to check it out for myself. Oh, I've just stopped for a quick rest. My ass is killing me after that ride. Oh no. Why? Why do bad things happen to good people? So there was a rest stop at the side of the road. I've just stopped quickly to get a quick drink and some food. And this is the view. Okay, so I've just arrived, and on first impressions, it appears to have been well worth the trip. I feel like I should be in Dubai or somewhere. These dunes, there's a little bit of vegetation, but on the most part, there's just pure sand. Wow, look at these colours. Truly one of the most stunning places I've been. I've driven through rainforest and mountains all day, and to be 100 meters above the ocean, on top of a sand dune, oh, I can feel it whipping my legs.
Look at how hard it's having to work in the wind to stay still.
There are some much more frequented sand dunes about 10k down the coast, but I saw on Google Maps that these were marked as less touristy sand dunes. I hedged my bets and I'm the only one here. peaceful spot to fish. Look at that over there. That's the other sand dunes where you could go quad biking on. All kinds of sand and stuff in the camera now. You see, it turns out Moyne in general is just kind of out of step with the rest of the country. I mean, just look at this. Oh my, that's what it is. Given how fancy it looks, it's only like 50 quid a night to stay there. Those things are so imposing, but that's about 50 times more than I'm paying at the moment, so we'll not be doing that. This might be the most ridiculous 66 pence I have ever spent in my entire life, but I got one of these things. I'm about to go up onto more sand dunes that are kind of red coloured and they're meant to be really nice at the sunset. And this is so that you don't get too sandy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, you slid up?
I was going for fist bump, yeah? Woo. Yeah, it's cool, huh? Boom.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, one. From what they're saying, I think this might be a sled, not a seat. Which kind of makes sense now that I look at the handle. It's very pretty up here. In some ways it feels a bit like Goa. That's the closest thing I can compare it to here. I guess let's give this a go. I don't know if I've ever actually done sledding in the snow before. Not going yet. Go on. Go on. Oh, am I going? I'm going. Slowly. Is that it? You see the colour of it though? That is amazing. That truly turned out to be the worst 66 pence I've spent in my life. And I thought at first it was a seat, so I was like, oh yeah, I won't get sandy. In the end, in trying to make it work as a sled, I got more sandy than I could have imagined. Look at the colour of my hand. But the sunset's 50 minutes away, so I'm gonna give it a miss and check out the town, I think, actually. And after having a whole day of incongruous encounters, I felt somewhat disconnected from the reality of my normal existence in Vietnam. But all it takes is just one place to reconnect you with that reality. I've just driven right to the edge of town and I've found the most beautiful place for the sunset. I can't believe it. Look at all of this. There's so many fishing boats out on the water. There's kids playing football in the ocean. The kids were so interested by the drone. I love this country. So you're concentrating the entire time because the road surface is so terrible that you just can't be guaranteed that you won't get a pothole. And this is how far ahead you can see with your lights on full beam. Yeah, you have to be able to react really quickly.